There you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay. Audio panel check. It's still loading. COM1, nav1. Just wait for that to come on.
There's a smell of burnt tire or rubber.
Brakes or something, huh?
Can you smell that?
I can smell that.
Yeah, probably it's from how they landed. Yeah, the wind is actually bringing everything. Okay, cool. We'll keep an eye on that.
Okay. ATIS 134225. Let's check ground and tower. One to 8.5. 121.6. Yep. Nav1 transponder. Check. ATIS obtain. Let's get ATIS.
Service, drone activity 1 mile northeast of the airfield at or below 200 feet. Advise on initial contact, you have Delta. Paper time information, Delta time 1754 Zulu. Wind 290 at 4, visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 6,000. Temperature 312.23, altimeter 3009er. Visual approaching use, runway 23. Use caution for birds and wildlife on and in the vicinity of the airport. Ground control and clearance delivery are combined off frequency 121.6. Note on screens at or below 239 feet AGL. South fuel or out of service. Drone activity 1 mile northeast of the airfield at or below 200 feet. Advise on initial contact, you have Delta. Paper time information, Delta time 1754 Zulu. Wind 290 at 4, visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 6,000. Temperature 312.23, altimeter 3009er. Visual approach.
Okay, ATIS obtained. We have information Delta. We're going to be using runway 23. So let me just plot that out. So runway 23. Oh, that's nice and easy. I think we just go up here.
Yep.
Yeah, so we just go right at Alpha. That's nice. Altimeter, let's set that. 3009. Airspeed 100 with 100. Set. Altitude direction indicators set. Runway heading set on 23. Taxi, so we're going to do the taxi. Get ready for that.
I am ready for you. Whatever you want to do. I'll stop you if
if I do something wrong.
If something, yeah.
Okay.
It's not what it's supposed to be.
Just before we start flying, where is the VOR?
Well, so we have 2 of them.
Okay, so this is one, right?
That, well, yeah. First of all, we have to have the first place where we're gonna. I want to put the volume down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is gonna be nav 1, and it's not in the first box. In the second box, V-lock.
Okay.
That's basically. So let's say there's an a VOR with 110.6. Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna. We need to move from up there to up down here, right? So we're gonna push to change from comms to V-lock, VOR. You guys think about the V that like a VOR, yeah?
Yeah.
So push to change between comms and VOR. I'm gonna push, bam, now the highlight is down there. Now I can switch the frequency and say, what they say 11.6, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Okay, now it's in standby.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna move it into, it works the same like above.
Yep.
I'm gonna flip it and put it in the active. I flipped it, now it's in the active, 111.6.
Yep.
Now I want to identify it, I'm going to press on the volume. This is the volume. Okay. That's the volume for the radios, this is the volume for the VOR. I'm going to press on this, you see the ID?
Yep.
That means I'm identifying it. And if I want to listen to it, I have comment 1 and 2, which I'm listening to. I want to listen to nav 1, which is this one.
Yep.
Just gonna... And now I'm going to listen to nav 1.
Okay.
Now I can listen for this forever. or every 30 seconds you're going to have a Morse code if it's the correct frequency and the VOR works properly. Once I listen to that, just remove it from here because I don't want to hear that background noise anymore.
Yep.
And now I want to have it displayed here. So you see now it's displaying for the moment, right here in the corner it's telling you GPS. That means that's what's displaying here.
Okay.
If I want to display something from a ground reference equipment,
Yep.
I'm going to switch to VLOC, and now you see how it's flipped into a green.
Okay, yeah.
And it already recognized that the VOR should be a VOR, the frequency should be a VOR frequency.
Okay.
So, but there's no CDI needle because it can't actually read it.
Yep.
So it's not reading anything.
So
now,
this arrow is pointing?
That arrow is pointing towards what's that 360. It's pointing randomly because it doesn't.
Okay.
It's not reading anything.
Sure.
Now the moment you wanna, it's reading something and you wanna find out what radial you are on, you have to press on the knob. Now you have the course here.
Yep.
Go to course, press again, and now you can actually switch this.
Okay, until the CDI is in the center.
Exactly, until the CDI is centered. Once the CDI is centered, I can, and you have a 2 and you're going to have another 2 indication, so both arrows are going to point the same direction. That means you are on a 307 course. Now that would be the course to get there. I would have to fly 307. Yep. But if I wanna find out which radial I'm on, now it would be the opposite. So 307 minus 180, that would be 127. So that would be, I'm actually on 127. I don't know if you notice, but 127 now is the tail there.
Yep.
Okay, so we would be pointing down 127.
Yep.
And now the tail is, so I can also use that if, let's say.
Does it say to and from here somewhere?
It's gonna say the moment it's gonna read it, yeah.
Okay.
Now if you wanna use this one,
yep,
you're gonna do the same thing. Now we're gonna have to use the navigation 2 equipment, right? I'm gonna switch this one back to GPS. Okay, if I wanna use this one, the same thing, I'm just gonna see comms or navigation, right? So I'm gonna flip between comms and navigation. Now I have comms. I'm flip to navigation. Now it says nav there. You see, there's the iris 111. There you go. This is, let's assume that's a frequency, right? I set up the frequency. Now I'm going to flip it into active. Now it's inactive. I'm going to press, and you see navigation again is the lower knob.
Yep.
Upper one is comm. So the lower knob, I'm going to hit that to ID. Once I'm in nav2, I'm going to hit to hide the volume. I'm going to put it lower. We're listening for the Morse code. We heard the Morse code. Perfect. Once we did that, I'm going to hit this. And now this one, I'm not going to have to do anything. It's already going to be here. This one for the course, like we switch, we're going to switch it like this. But because it's not picking up anything, these are centered until the moment it's going to pick up something.
Okay.
This is an analog one.
Sure.
Let's go and fly, and it's going to be easier in the plane, okay?
Okay. So we're information Delta. I'm just going to go check the brakes.
Yep, let's check the brakes and let's start moving. I don't want to waste your time here on ground too much.
Heading indicators are alive. Brakes are good. You want to test the brakes?
Cool. Yep, let me do that.
Your controls.
My controls. Power is already on. Moving. Power out. Brakes are working fine. Perfect. We stopped 1000 RPM. You have control, sir?
I have controls.
You do have control, sir.
Okay. So, taxi check brakes. Flight controls check. Instruments are checking. They were tracking as we moved, which is nice. So then we're going to do the power checks in a minute.
Yep. We're going to do that in the run-up area.
Yeah, information Delta.
And as I said, we're going to depart to the
northeast.
Let's do east.
East.
We don't want to be on the approach corridor.
East, okay. Depart to the east. What are we? Air center 76.
Wait, I put the volume down. So there you go.
Okay. Set. Naples ground, Air Center 76 at Air Center ramp, requesting departure, requesting taxi for departure to the east with information Delta.
Air 76 Naples ground, runway 23, taxi the Alpha.
Right here, runway 23 via Alpha. She said runway 23 via Alpha.
Runway 23 via Alpha, Air Center 76. I didn't hear that, sorry.
Yeah, it was a little bit low, but I put it back up.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's actually, that's only to hear me. This is the one for the radio, the small
Just
one.
this one?
Yeah.
And this one also, yeah?
That's only to hear, to listen to me.
Okay.
Yeah. To hear.
Mr. 855, have your flight plan, the PDK if you're up.
Checking left, looking around. Nice and hot.
I know, right?
Wow.
Hey.
It gets hotter, huh?
Yes. It's so nice having this, tie around my neck.
Yeah. I would wear it, but somebody cut my t-shirt, so I can't.
What can I say? I'm not really sorry about it. I would have been more upset if I didn't have to cut it.
Oh, it's good. Okay, let's run through the checks here. Brake on. Throttle 1000, check. Temperatures and pressures are all in the green. Check, check, check. Fuel is full, it's nice.
Yeah, we can always switch the tank here.
Warning lights.
Oh, and you don't check the warning lights with the RPM at 1000. So we stopped, okay, we changed the throttle, okay, fuel selector, good.
Yep.
Now we change the fuel pump is off, okay, now we can put mixture full reach.
Yep.
And
Mixture full rich.
throttle
at 2000.
Now we
Check the
can
pressures in the green.
There you go.
Check warning lights. Check. RP, let's look for a drop.
Small drop, good.
Okay, mags left, right, both. Just down that. Back up to 2000. Left. Similar. Okay, throttle. On idle.
And looking at the oil pressure, dropped.
Okay, back up to 1000. It didn't really drop to below 1000 though, huh?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Not all of them drop below 1000.
Ground punch at 531 over to Boca.
Mixture lead. Radios and nav equipment. So switch over to tower. Flight instruments. They're all okay. There's no warnings. Green. Seatbelt is on. Mine is on. Stabilizer and flaps. Let's just straighten that out. Flight controls.
Okay, did Riley teach you how to do a short field and soft field takeoff?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do a soft field takeoff today. What do you think about that?
Sounds perfect. Flight controls. Good. Captain's brief. Yeah, we're going to take off runway 23. Any issues, we're going to hit the brakes if we have space on the runway. Open the throttle, and
Close the throttle.
Close the throttle, and exit the runway as soon as possible. Under 1,000 feet with available runway, we're going to look to land. Under 1,000 feet, no available runway, we're looking to land somewhere straight ahead, not turning more than 30 degrees.
Probably it's going to be the water canal.
Water canal?
Yeah, a runway taking off on runway 23, not a lot of options.
Okay. And then, yeah, above 1,000 feet, I'm going to look to circle back and land on any available runway. And yeah, the radios have been set to the tower. You get your door and window when you're ready. I'll get my window.
Afternoon, Naples Tower, exit 729 is with your right base for 23.
Let's check my Wi-Fi.
729, Naples Tower, number 2, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land 23, exit 729.
Oops. Okay, so we're pretty much ready. I'm going to get fuel pump on. Just get this ready. Mixture rich.
Okie doke.
Landing lights not required. Pitot heater not required. Anti-collision is on. Transponder is set. Departure clearance, and then we're ready for takeoff. So.
Number 239, Mike, extend down to follow jet traffic on a 3-mile final.
Send to join. That, yeah, extend downwind. 239, Mike.
Number 965, Kilo Whiskey, turn right on Charlie, contact ground point 6.
Right on Charlie, 965 Kilo Whiskey. Contact.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna just hold short and we're gonna do a soft field takeoff, okay?
Okay.
You can stay with me on the controls, I'll demonstrate it for you, okay?
Okay.
So I'll be talking the entire time. Holding short, good.
Your controls?
My controls.
Your controls.
My controls.
Check on the
You can still handle the calls.
Okay. Naples Tower, Air Center 76, holding short runway 23 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Air Center 76, Naples Tower, hold short, runway 23, landing traffic.
Holding short runway 23, Air Center 76.
Okay, so I knew that's gonna happen.
Sure.
That's why, okay. So we're getting ready, 1000 RPM. We have done our pre-takeoff checklist, make sure it's full reach, fuel pump is on, carpet is on, okay, perfect, what we care. Now we're gonna do a soft field takeoff and we're gonna simulate taking off from a soft field, like grass, dirt, stuff like that. Now we're gonna need to get off the ground as soon as possible, right?
Right.
So in order to create more lift, we're gonna use flaps 2-5. That's gonna help us creating more lift. However, we're gonna lift off from the ground at a slower airspeed. However, we're not going to have enough airspeed to climb out. So we're just going to get into ground effect. We're going to protect the nose and the main gear. We're going to stay in ground effect, pick up some airspeed, and then we're going to climb out, okay?
Okay.
So flaps 2-5, I'm sorry. We're going to, from the moment we're going to get cleared for takeoff, we're not going to use brakes anymore because we're simulating being on grass. So we don't want to get ourselves stuck. Right, so we're going to control our power really well. We're going to add a little bit of power to move.
Mike, turn base.
We're getting too fast,
Turn
we're
base,
going to close it. Okay, we have plenty of time.
So jet 729, turn left Alpha 3 Alpha to net jets on this frequency.
Alpha 3 Alpha, net jets will stay with you, exit jet 729.
Center 76, Naples Tower, runway 23, clear for takeoff, turn left on course.
Clear for takeoff, turning left on course, Air Center 76.
There we go. So okay, so from now on, I'm not adding any more brakes. Here's on the floor. I'm adding just a little bit of power to get myself moving, and I'm going to keep the yoke all the way in the back. So I'm on the controls. You see now I'm a bit fast. I just took power out to help myself while I'm turning. Okay, getting myself aligned, and I'm smoothly applying power. I'm still doing everything normally, getting to full power, and you see how the force is increasing, wants to pull, checking engine instrument in the green, airspeed is alive, nose wants to come up. I'm going to relax a little bit, all the way half through. I'm going to relax myself. My nose is up already, right rudder is in there, and I'm off the ground, and now I'm just staying here in ground effect. And now, the faster I go, the more the plane wants to climb. I'm not going to let it. Now, if you let go, you see, I'm actually in ground effect now. And I'm fast, and now I can climb.
Runway 23, clear to land.
I got over to 70 knots by the time I started climbing.
Okay.
So now I've climbed. I'm over 100 feet. I'm pretty safe altitude. I'm pushing the nose down actually to get that, to keep that airspeed. Right, 68 to 70, I'm at 200 feet almost, so now I'm going to smoothly remove flaps. I'm going to go flaps. Then my airspeed is keep increasing, 76, I'm still climbing, positive rate of climb. And now I'm going to do flaps 0. And you see very smoothly I'm removing flaps.
Okay.
I'm 79 and I'm climbing, positive rate of climb, 79, maintaining that. And she told me, we are clear to turn left, correct?
Left.
You see, not a lot of spaces where to put the plane down. That's why I always said this canal would be the best option.
Okay.
Because otherwise there are houses. I don't want to crash into a house.
Yep.
Now 79, at 500 feet we're going to start our turn. And 500 feet, we're starting our left turn, 20 degrees to bank approximately. I'm still in the traffic pattern, so I'm looking at looking for the runway. There we go. So I'm turning my left crosswind, keeping that 79. I'm on the left crosswind, nose up a little bit, trim, just to help myself. I'm a very lazy guy.
Naples Tower, 870 Echo, RV12.
I'm getting away a little bit from the traffic pattern, like I would get.
Full stop with information.
And this time when I'm turning downwind, I'm just not going to follow the downwind. I'm just going to turn east. So basically, I'm going to stop my turn towards east. I'm going to help myself with the heading bug. There you go. East. And now I'm just leveling off.
2A45
And I'm climbing.
10 miles northeast
and 79. Now everything made sense?
Everything made sense.
245 Yankee Naples Tower, make straight in approach runway 23, report 2 miles.
79, so we don't have to work. We're flying east. We got to 1,000 feet after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, so we have engine instruments all in the green. Flaps are at 0. Positive rate of climb. And fuel pump can go off. Fuel pump went off. Fuel pressure still in the green. We're looking good, and we're going to continue. Now at this point, I'm just holding my heading east.
If you left downwind 23.
79. You have control, sir.
I have controls. And what altitude are we looking to climb to?
Whatever the clouds permit us.
Okay.
Number 45 Yankee, make straight in approach runway 23.
The higher we are, the best reception we can get. Because that Pohoki VOR is not that close, it's 50 something miles. So we want to climb higher, okay?
Okay.
Number 870 Echo traffic, 12 o'clock, a mile eastbound is a Cherokee at 1,600. Center 76 traffic, 2 to 3 o'clock, a mile, and joining the midfield midfield left downwind is an RV at 1,400.
Looking for traffic.
Looking for traffic, Air Center 76.
Center 76, once you're at 2,000 feet, traffic no factor.
Roger that.
Roger that. Air Center 76. Traffic's not a problem after 2,000 feet, huh?
Yeah, that's what she said. Now, it doesn't mean we shouldn't be looking for it.
Yeah, I saw something moving over there.
870 Echo traffic is in sight.
Number 870 Echo Naples Tower,
so
thank
they
you.
see us, we're fine.
Center 76 traffic has you in sight, no factor now.
No factor, Air 7. Repeat that, no factor, Air 77.
No factor, Air 76.
Good, perfect. Okay, so we're still climbing at 79, and we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna climb as much as possible. And let's do you have your foggers on?
Make right traffic,
Do you have your foggers with you?
No, I've lost them. I need to buy some more.
Oh,
I can close my eyes if you want.
Make right traffic.
that doesn't work. No foggers in this plane. Man, what's up with all this? What's your climb speed? What's your what do you want to be at?
The rate of climb?
No,
Speed?
Yeah.
79.
So why are you at 70 or 68? There you go. If you get slower, you might climb in a shorter distance, but you're not gonna get to a higher altitude faster. The faster way to get to the desired altitude is by keeping your best climb rate, VY, 79. It's better for the engine, to cool the engine.
Okay.
So, are we out of Delta airspace?
Just going to try not to use my iPad too much, if that's okay.
Okay, perfect. I don't want you to use your iPad. You're there, nearest airport?
4.4, yeah, so we're 0.4
Number
out.
870 Echo, extend to follow a twin Comanche on
cool.
3 miles final.
Let's turn 060 heading.
Extend to follow a traffic on a 3 mile final. Runway
Maintain
23.
79 and 060 heading and keep on
45
climbing.
Yankee, runway 23, clear to land.
And let's climb to 3,500 for the moment.
Climbing to 3,500 for the moment. Where are we at now? 28. So when do I lean the mixer? Is that when we level out?
With our aircrafts, we don't want to lean them below 7,000 feet.
Okay.
In your situation, you're going to have different situation back home.
Sure, sure.
But here, you're probably going to take off with a lean engine already.
Yep.
Now, that location, you know, you're going to have to add somebody to help you with that, like your father-in-law.
Yep.
Because he knows the leaning procedure for his aircraft and for the altitude you are back
Staples
there.
Tower, traffic is in sight, 870 Echo.
In our situation here, we don't really lean them
Number
for 2 reasons.
Echo, follow the traffic, number 2, runway 23, clear to land.
Reacher thinks we cannot lean
the traffic,
accurate enough. Second of all, it would be the fuel.
Echo number 2.
Okay.
We are using a 94 unleaded, which is still in experimental phase.
Okay.
So let's keep 79. Let's work for 79. And let's keep on climbing to 4,500.
4,500.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was on my solo and I was looking through the checklist and it said check the mixture and I wasn't sure. It should come
You
down
should
to
not really worry about that during our training.
Sure, that's fine.
Now, if you want to, once we reach 4,500, and usually we lean as we climb. If you want to know as a general rule,
yep.
As we are climbing right now, usually with the Lycoming engines, they would say below 5,000 feet, it would be at captain's discretion, and above 5,000, you're going to do it, you know, as you're climbing. So what they say, you don't have to do it below 5,000 feet. You should do it only if you think it's needed, right? Now, let's say I want to lean right now a little bit. What I would do, it's kind of difficult to see when, because you have a RPM, right?
Yep.
And that RPM is quite stable. The moment I would start leaning, I would, nothing is going to happen for a while. I would do it really, really, really slow.
Okay.
Very slow. And once I see the RPM peaking a little bit, that increasing a little bit over where it's stabilized right now,
yep.
Then I knew I reached my leaning capacity for the moment. So then I would bring it back up just a tiny bit. Now, as I said, once you get into a straight level flight, probably that's going to be easier to do.
Sure, sure. It's just knowing best practice for now to pass the test.
Yeah, you want to do it just very, very slow if you really need to. But, however, by the company procedure, we should not lean at this point.
Okay.
So we're still climbing, looking good. And do you remember, can you tell me the frequency for Pohoki VOR?
115.4.
115.4. So let's try to put that in.
Do you want to start our last up, Bravo?
There we go. No, let's use the VOR 1.
VOR 1.
Nav 1.
Nav 1.
445 Yankee.
Remember.
445 Yankee, turn left there on Bravo.
Up?
Can you make Bravo?
That's
Can we take Charlie now?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, you can turn left on the runway if you'd like.
Oh.
We'll turn on the runway left for 45 Yankee. 45 Yankee, you're parking at the east ramp?
We're actually taxiing back to the active runway to take off.
Number 45 Yankee, Roger. Remain this frequency, runway 23, taxi via left turn on Alpha.
Remain on the frequency, left turn on Alpha to back to the runway 45 Yankee.
Center 78, you can join the left turn when you're number 2, you're following RV traffic on short final number 2, runway 23, clear to land.
And left and follow the looking for traffic that's in the that way.
So pitch, power, and we're just gonna trim the plane. Now power should be around 2300 RPM.
22, 23.
There you go. More power you have, the better.
Number 870 Echo, turn right on Bravo, and taxi to Rex Air via Bravo.
Turn right on Bravo, taxi to Rex Air via Bravo,
Good.
870 Echo.
Now, you set up the frequency, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's try to tune in and identify now. So you tune it in. Did you put it in the active one?
Nope.
Active.
Outside.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect. Now, you want to listen to it, right? So
Yep.
hit ID. ID is the volume knob.
This one?
No,
This one?
there you
Fuel,
go,
fuel
yeah.
check, give way to the RV, please.
And now put the nav 1 on. We're going to try to listen to it, okay? In the meantime, we're still flying the plane. We're making sure we're not getting into any clouds. We're maintaining altitude. So, we can't really hear anything.
Yep.
Let's try it. Are we sure we got it?
Every 30 seconds it comes.
Yeah, 115.4. Okay, should be fine.
It's going to drop a little bit.
Now, another way for me to see if that VOR is actually active.
Yep.
You good?
I'm good.
Just switch from GPS to VLOC.
GPS to VLOC, so this one?
No. You see, this is the button which is... Yep. There you go. So now I have the... You see how it changed from purple to green. So that purple or magenta,
Yep.
that means GPS.
Okay.
Green means VOR or ILS, means ground reference equipment. So look at that, you're still not trimmed properly. You need to trim those down a bit more. Take it easy.
I'll wait till we level up.
It's all good. It's fine if we're a bit faster, but let's see. Let's keep on trimming those down. Let's go. Nope, we're still climbing. More. That's it. Might be descending now. Okay. Perfect. Good. Okay, cool. So we can't hear it yet. Just gonna... Let's try to do RSW VOR.
Okay. I don't know where RSW is, but I know it's somewhere north of us.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what's the frequency for that one?
Southwest Florida. I don't know. Oh, here. Is the Lee County, is that it? Lee
Yep.
County Vortex?
Yes, sir.
114.15.
There you go. Let's do that. Press.
Yeah, it's in.
Okay, put it in
778,
active.
taxi back to the ramp
There
via
you
Alpha,
go.
cross runway 14 Alpha.
Nav 1.
114.15.
Okay.
2845 Yankee, are you ready?
And ID, which is already ID. Yeah, you have it.
2845 Yankee, runway 23, clear for takeoff. You can make a left downwind departure.
So, again, we can't hear
Runway
anything.
23, clear for takeoff, left downwind departure.
I'm gonna put the radio down. Again, we can't hear a VOR. Okay. Again, we are in the green. There's no CDA needle. We cannot hear any Morse code. That means it doesn't work. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna keep on trying. Okay.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put... Let's try LaBelle also. 110 point. Let's try that one as well.
Okay. About 110.4. ID. Yep.
You see that lake, the round one?
Yep.
You have to remember that one. That's Lake Trafford.
Lake Trafford.
Yeah, that one is this one.
Okay.
The visual reference point. And do you see this airport here?
Yep.
It has like an L shape.
Yep.
Yep. From the air, it looks like an A because it has another unused runway anymore.
Okay.
Okay. You see it?
Yep. Immokalee or
Immokalee.
Immokalee.
Cool. Now let's try again the Pahokee VOR one more time, and if that doesn't work, then we're gonna...
Okay. Pahokee VOR. Just double check. I know 115.4. 115.4.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, no problem.
Let's try to climb to 5,500.
Okay, 5,500.
And give me left heading 050. No need to change, 050. Just 10 degrees, there. Beautiful. 050, yep. Climb at, what airspeed do you want to climb at?
79.
Level the wings.
Take traffic.
Yep, remember that place. What did you do on the flight with Riley before your solos?
No flight with Riley.
No flight with Riley, only solos?
Only solos, only 2 solos.
No worries.
Studying my books. That's Immokalee, huh?
Yes, sir, still in Buckley.
Immokalee. And is it good practice as you fly past all these airports to constantly change to the CTAP or not?
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
You want us to switch? Yeah, let's switch.
It's just practice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. 122.9. And we leave the nav 1 on, huh?
Yes, sir.
So I had it on Immokalee, 122.9.
EHK.
Is that right? Okay, coming up 5,500.
Okay, so we can't really power. Always make sure you have enough power. The higher we get, the more RPM you need.
Okay, it doesn't say 2-3 necessarily.
No, it can be even more because we are higher and now we have less oxygen, less molecules of air.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, we still can't identify Pohoki, no worries. We are gonna simulate Pohoki. What I'm gonna do,
Okay.
let's pretend we are here and we want to find out our location.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use 2 VORs. I'm gonna, at this point, my controls for
Go
second.
controls.
We get the plane. The plane is pretty well stabilized. Okay, cool. We're just gonna start to circle it. Okay?
Okay.
And now, first thing we're gonna do, we just like you did so far, we're gonna tune in and identify Pohoki, and which we did that. You already did it, but
Okay.
I'm gonna simulate it in the GPS. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do direct enter. I'm gonna use the OBS function. Wait. I'm gonna use the OBS function. Oh, I'm quickly sending. I'm gonna correct for that. And now I'm gonna find out where am I in reference to Pohoki. So if I'm gonna center the needle. I'm gonna find out that I am on. It's a 2 from indication.
Yep.
That means I'm on which radial? On 2.
Where are you seeing from?
I see. You see, I see a
The arrow.
arrow. I see an arrow
there.
to the opposite end.
Sure. So it's from.
That's from. And I'm on 243 radial. That means I'm on 243 radial. So you can take your plotter and draw a line 243 radial.
Okay. So from Pohoki?
Yes.
I put it upside down. I'm not sure how to do this. 2, 4.
Think about it. Where is that center? 2, 4.
Oh, just okay. Use this.
2, 4, 5. That would be 2, 4, 5. That's 2, 4, 3.
Okay.
Approximately. Draw a line.
Okay.
Boom. We are somewhere on that line.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're gonna use the bell VOR.
Yep.
And that's 110.4. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're doing the same thing right now. We're just gonna go to label. You just tune in, identify. We're simulating right now.
Yep.
You just did all that before.
Yep.
And now we are gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna find out what radial we are. So press on this one. Use the OBS function.
Okay.
And tell me what radial we are on.
I'm looking.
Slowly. Yeah,
Okay.
you see how it flipped on the other side? Go back, go back, go back. Smoothly. Wait. There you go. Go back. There you go. 178. So we are on what radial?
So we're on the radial here. The 178.
Uh-huh.
The 178.
178, it's almost 180, so it shouldn't be that complicated.
Okay.
You find the place? That's
Yep.
where we are. So if you're looking outside, we are where? We are a little bit to the southeast of
Immokalee.
Immokalee. So look at that. Immokalee is right there. We
Yep.
are to the southeast.
How do we know we're to the southeast? I mean, like.
Well, simple. When we are going to be facing the airport,
Yep.
we should be seeing
Southeast.
No, we should be seeing northwest. The
Northwest.
opposite.
Yeah.
Southeast would be on our tail.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait. We're keep on circling, and that's why it's important to stay put, stay in one place.
Okay.
Now we're gonna face, and you see that is south, that is east, and we are almost turning, and we're turning. So we are facing
Immokalee.
right now Immokalee, and that is southeast. So we are more like southeast.
Southeast, yeah.
And that's actually more like south-side east.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
Look at that. We found our position.
Yep.
Good?
Perfect.
Makes sense? Perfect sense?
Yep.
Perfect. Now another way we would be, let's find also, would be, okay, but now we know what radial we are from Pohoki.
Yep.
Correct? So let's go back to Pohoki right here. No, let's do it from RSW.
RSW?
Yeah, so from RSW the frequency would be, what's the frequency?
114.15.
There we go, we actually have it right here, yeah? So we tune in, identify, we heard the Morse code, yeah? So
Yep.
until now, this is all simulation, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna use the GPS in order for simulate that. Don't worry how I do that.
Yep.
And now, again, I'm in OBS mode. Please find out which radial you're on.
I need to go into OBS?
Press, yeah.
Okay.
So we are on what radial?
116.
116, draw a line.
116.
The more points you're gonna draw, the easier, the more accurate you're gonna be with your position.
113. Okay, I'm a bit lost. 80. 140. That feels wrong.
1, 1.
1, 1. Oh, 1, 1, 1. How do I know what each dot is? 90, 95, 100.
115, you can go to 115.
Hey, sorry, a bit slow. 95, 100, 110, 115.
Okay, okay. Pretty accurate, right?
Right.
Okay, now we know we have only this radial 116, correct?
Correct.
But we don't know how far we are.
Right.
We just circle it because we had the other two. But if we want to find out how the distance, we're gonna go here. You know, remember how you go to the right?
Okay.
So you want to go to the right, and we find the nearest page for the airport, correct? But we care about the nearest page for the VOR. So let's go. You see now I'm turning the small.
Yep.
And I'm going to nearest VOR.
Yep.
And it tells me I'm 24.3 nautical miles from RSW.
Yep.
So let's find out. Does it match the distance?
Yeah, I have 24.
There you go. Yeah, it's actually 24.3 right now.
There you go.
Makes sense?
Makes sense.
We did 2 ways of finding your location.
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Perfect. Now let's do some touch and goes here at Immokalee. Let's get the weather at Immokalee.
Okay. Immokalee. We go use the AWAS.
Yes.
Okay, 118.52. Do you always use this one?
I don't need to listen to this one. We can use whatever you want.
Okay. Let me change this one.
Caution, multiple cranes within the vicinity of Naples Airport at or below 239 feet AGL. Hazardous weather information for Southwest Florida available on flight service frequencies. No practice approaches with RSW. Use caution, drone operations 1 mile northeast of
3 Celsius. Dew point 2-3 Celsius. Altimeter 3-0-0-5 inches of mercury. Remark, density altitude 2-3-0-0.
Okay.
Immokalee Regional Airport, automated weather observation 19er 0, 9er Zulu. Wind 060 at 4 knots. Visibility 9er. Sky conditions few at 4,800. Temperature 3 Celsius. Dew point 2-3 Celsius. Altimeter 3-0-0-5 inches of mercury. Remark, density altitude 2-3-0-0.
Okay.
That's the wind, so.
So forget about that. Your iPad is getting hot. It's kind of difficult. Put
Immokalee
it
Regional
close to the
Airport,
vent. Put your
automated
iPad
weather
down close to the
observation
vent.
19er 1
That way it's gonna cool down.
Zulu. Wind 0.
We got the weather.
At 4.
Let's change the fuel tank.
Visibility
Fuel pump on.
9er. Sky conditions few at 4,800. Temperature 3 Celsius. Dew point 2.
What's the
Celsius.
frequency here?
Altimeter 3.
Frequency here is
5 inches of mercury.
122.9.
Density altitude 2-3-0.
122.9. Okay.
Immokalee Regional Airport.
few clouds 8,000.
I made a problem now, sorry.
No worries. 122.9, yeah?
Yep.
We heard the weather, so winds are 060. We have 4 runways here. We got 1836 and we got 709. And it looks like 09 is the best use, correct?
Yep.
Now, we can put that on. There you go, 09. And now we are how far away from the airport? You can still use this one. Use the small knob. There you go. Keep on going with the small knob. There you go. Nearest airport, Immokalee. We are 4.4 miles, right?
Yep.
I'm going to descend in this area until 2,000 feet. And I'm going to take the opportunity to show you an emergency descent.
Okay.
Okay, so emergency descent would be, okay, cut the power. You would use this, let's say you have an engine failure, engine fire. And
Okay.
you want to put the plane down as soon as possible. Nobody's around us. I'm going to take the power out. And I'm just going to dive the plane. And I'm going to use between 30 to 45 degrees of bank. nose down, and airspeed between 100 and 120.
This
So
is nice.
I'm gonna descend like this. Now I don't have to, I can also go to the right. I don't have to do it only one direction.
Okay.
Now your ears might be blocking. Okay, now I don't want to cool the engine too much. I'm gonna put the carpet on, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna stay between 30 and 45 degrees of bank. Look at that, airspeed is good. Just gonna descend as soon as possible. And while I'm doing this, I'm actually maintaining the plane under control. I'm looking outside, making sure there are no planes around me, because this is not something you want to interfere with somebody. They're coming really fast. Look how we're losing altitude.
Yep. And this is engine fire, yeah?
Yeah, let's say we have a fire, or it's an emergency descent. 30 to 45 degrees of bank. There we go. And we're just descending as soon as possible. And now we are about 5 miles from Immokalee, right? So we're gonna stay somewhere close here in this area. And in the meantime, we're gonna figure out how to get in the traffic pattern. I already know how we're gonna get in the traffic pattern because I've been here before, but you haven't.
I haven't.
So they cool down a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice. Runway 90.
09.
Yeah, 09.
Okay, 2000. I'm just gonna recover at 2000. The way I do that, I'm just gonna level the wings when I'm getting closer to that. Pop your ears.
Nice.
And as I'm getting closer to 2000, I'm just gonna level the wings. Let the airspeed bleed out a little bit. And I'm gonna keep on turning, add some power. I'm maintaining 2000 feet. And what I know right now, which one is runway? I'm turning and I see runway 9 is gonna go to the right because it's to the right of the plane. So it goes like that. That means if I want to be in the left traffic pattern, I'm gonna have to fly it over and
right
do a
teardrop.
3-drop. There you go. Cool. So we're at 5 miles. We can start making some calls.
Okay.
You're at 4 miles. Let's make some calls.
This is Immokalee traffic.
Yes, sir.
Immokalee traffic, air center 764 miles south, overflying, planning to overfly the runway at 2,000 feet. Right teardrop, left downwind.
09.
09.
There you go. Good. So let's maintain 2,000 feet.
Okay.
And now we just want to overfly it at 2,000. We already got the weather. Keep that airspeed good. Add some power in there. Whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Not that complicated what we did so far, no?
No. Do I need to demonstrate that emergency drop or no?
You might, but not really.
Okay.
Traffic south, what's the 6 Mike Echo, 8 miles to the south of Immokalee, inbound to runway 9 Immokalee.
Oh, they're behind us. 8 miles to the south, so perfect. You can make another call at 3 miles and reiterate what you're going to do.
Okay. Which one's Immokalee on here?
The first one, KIM.
KIM, okay. So we're 3 miles.
Yep.
Okay. Immokalee traffic, air center 783 miles to the south. For touch and goes, we're going to overfly the airport, 2,000 feet, right teardrop, left downwind, runway 9.
Immokalee.
Immokalee.
Good, except that you're air
with
center 76, not 78.
I said it, okay, sorry.
Oh, good.
And we end with Immokalee, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
That way, whoever didn't hear us from the beginning, or they are not sure which airport we refer to, they can confirm again there. Hey.
So, runway 9, is that tarmac? It is.
Yeah, it's all, I'm not going to take you to any grass.
Okay.
I've never landed on grass.
Okay. Not a normal thing.
Not here. I would love to. Yeah, the school doesn't allow us.
Okay. Easy way to spoil a plane, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Now you want to make yourself easier? No, you can use this distance, perfect. And we can just overfly it. Can we still see the runway? We're looking good. I can see 27 there. Let's see.
I can see 36, but yeah.
Perfect, just follow it parallel because they're perpendicular. Looking good.
I'm going to make the call, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Locally traffic air center 76 overflying runway 6 at 2,000 feet, right teardrop, left downwind, Locally.
Now you see we got 0.2 until we actually overfly it. We're over the airport, looking good. So we're gonna keep on flying until
2.
There we go, and
Okay.
then we're gonna do our teardrop, and we want to descend actually in that teardrop. Okay.
In the teardrop, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Number 4.
Not before. Now, watch your altitude because you've been climbing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's gonna make you need more distance to descend later on. So we can go to pre-descent checklist. We got our 80s.
And Immokalee traffic, Cessna 126 Mike Echo is 4 miles to east south, 1,500 feet. We're going to overfly, do a right teardrop to join a left downwind, runway 09 Immokalee.
How far away is she?
Yeah, she's the 1.5, so she's gonna follow
Okay.
us.
Received fuel, fullest tank. Yep, we did
Yep.
that recently. Green. Yep. Gyro.
You already did that. Good.
Altimeter set.
Good.
Lights, seatbelts. Good. Landing. We're going to do brake test. We just do test the brakes.
Yep.
Test the brakes. Carb heat.
We can work on that while
Carb heat's still on. I can turn it off.
Yeah. Okay, doke.
Okay.
Now look at the distance. 1.8, just in time. Start taking power out around 1800 RPM, 1900, and we can start our descent. And you can make the call saying you're on the teardrop.
Immokalee traffic air center 76 on right teardrop, runway 9 to left downwind air center 76 Immokalee. Said it twice.
It's okay. No worries.
I heard a girl, but I
Yeah.
don't know where she is. She's also doing a right teardrop.
Yep. So keep that descent coming. That's very important. Do not pull back. You see the runway you're gonna join the downwind? So yeah, take your time with the circle. You wanna focus on descending more. 1800 RPM is actually takes some more power out. And we know we're gonna do so fuel pump on, mixture full reach, we're doing all this. And I'm gonna show you a soft field landing, okay?
Soft field.
So I showed you a soft field takeoff, I'm gonna show you a soft field landing, okay?
Okay.
And we keep on descending, and you can make the call saying that we are joining left downwind runway 9.
Immokalee traffic air center 76 joining left downwind runway 9 Immokalee.
That descent coming. And they should be overflying us right now, anytime.
And Immokalee traffic, Skyhawk 126 Mike Echo is overflying field 1,500. We have the air center in sight, Immokalee.
Okay, cool. So we are at 1,000 feet. My controls. Okay, so there they are.
That's
no
nice.
problem. Perfect. So we are at 1,000 feet. We're abeam the runway.
Yep.
Make sure full reach, fuel pump is on. Make sure carpet is off, and we are getting ready, right?
Right.
So we're gonna do everything normal. So abeam the 1,000 footers. We're gonna do power 1,800 RPM. We're gonna do flaps 10.
Yep.
Again, I'm gonna check picture full reach pump. Okay, I'm staying parallel to the runway. I'm not doing anything different, and I'm just descending the plane smoothly. And I'm letting the nose drop smoothly. And what I want to do is just to land really softly to protect the nose. That's all I want to do with my soft field landing, nothing else. And I'm ready to stern base. And you want to make the call for me, please? Left base.
Immokalee traffic air center 76 turning left base, runway 6 Immokalee.
Runway 9.
And Immokalee traffic, Skyhawk 6 Mike Echo is turning a right teardrop for the left downwind runway 09 Immokalee.
She speaks nicely.
Immokalee, traffic air center 76, left base, runway 9, touch and go, Immokalee. There we go, so now we slow flaps 25, we slow down to 75, and we keep on descending. We're still a little bit high, so I'm just gonna take my time with everything. And as we're gonna get closer, we're gonna... You see, I haven't touched the power, I haven't done too much. I'm kind of controlling my plane. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, turning final, runway 9, touch and go, stay in the traffic pattern, Immokalee. There we go, flaps 40. And as I'm slowing down right now, I need to, well, I feel like I'm a bit high, so I'm pushing the nose down, I'm taking some power out so I can descend a little bit faster. And everything is normal so far, I haven't done anything. The only thing I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put 2 swipes or more of nose up trim. And I'm slowing myself down. And now I'm getting on the glide path. I have to push the yoke down a little bit. My controls, even on the rudders.
Your controls.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna get close here. And I'm taking power really smoothly out, just bit by bit. And I'm just staying here. And my power is out. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'll keep on waiting. And you see, my nose is still high.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to do. My nose is still high. I'm literally wheeling, popping a wheelie right now.
Base for
okay, now I'm letting go. Boom. Full power, reviewing my trim because I put it nose up. I do that with the trim, so help myself. You know, not everybody does that.
Okay.
60, rotating, boom, staying over the center line. Right rudder a bit. There we go. And that's all she wrote.
Nice. So what's the main difference between that and a normal landing? It's just keeping that wheelie.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're gonna stay in the traffic pattern for one more. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, upwind 09, staying in the traffic pattern, touch and goes, Immokalee. There we go, 79. And I'm gonna show you a short field landing, followed by a short field takeoff, okay?
6 Mike Echo, turning final for runway 9 air full stop, Immokalee.
Immokalee, traffic air check 117, 10 mile final, RNAV 27, Immokalee.
Immokalee, traffic air center 76, turning left crosswind, runway 9, Immokalee.
Yeah, Alpha Charlie, the Archer on the instrument approach. We'll keep an eye on you. It's going to be a low approach only, traffic permitting.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, we're going to do a stop and go then on the runway if you're doing a low approach.
Roger, yeah, we're still about a 9 mile final, so you got plenty of time.
Roger that, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Kurt Trek. There we go, I'm turning left downwind. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, turning left downwind, runway 9, Immokalee. Okay, so all good so far? Nothing different from the traffic pattern. Got to 1,000 feet, I'm going to level a little bit. On 1,000 feet, 2,300. I still have some nose up trim, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to correct, we get back to 1,000, so less power. And why I'm going to do a stop, well actually we're going to do a short field, and I'm going to put the plane on the 1,000 footers. I'm going to try to stop it and exit at the first taxiway.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sounds good. So you want to try and be accurate with this, yeah?
Yes, that's the idea. You want to land either on the spot or don't land at all. Go around.
Okay.
That's the idea.
So it's a short runway.
Yeah, so we're a beam of it. Okay, perfect. Configure 1800 RPM. Make sure for reach fuel pump is on. Below 103, flaps go 10. And we're going to slow ourselves down. Now this one, we're going to control more the airspeed on our descent. We're going to slow down to 65 and we're going to keep a descent at 65. So for the moment, 1,800 RPM, there we go. It's descending at 85 knots. There we go. Immokalee traffic, Air Center 76, turning left base, runway 9. It's gonna be a full stop taxi back, Immokalee. Turning base, with the base comes flaps 25, 25, there we go, slowing ourselves. So it feels like we're a little bit high, yeah?
Yep.
And that's perfectly fine. We are a little bit high.
Immokalee traffic, 6 Mike Echo, clear of 9er Bravo, taxiing back to 9 via Bravo, Immokalee.
Immokalee traffic, Air Center 76, turning final, runway 9, full stop taxi backs, Immokalee. There we go, so now we are high.
Traffic crew check 117, 5 mile final, RNAV 27, low approach only, traffic permitting.
Slowing down, I'm taking the power, I'm gonna slow myself down to 65, and now, we got a lot of wind. There we go, so that's what I can do. I can slip the plane. The idea is, I either put it on the point or I don't do it at all. Now I'm very, very, very fast. Max brake. Flaps have to go 0 immediately and max brake. I'm sorry, I should have went around. Okay. That would have been the
smart thing, yeah.
Smart thing.
Sure, sure.
But I'm not the smartest person.
Oh, it's good. I'm learning.
Well, I had to slip it and do whatever I need to do.
Yep.
Immokalee traffic, Air Center 76 cleared of runway 9 at Bravo 2. We're going to taxi via Bravo back to runway 9 behind the Cessna Immokalee traffic. After landing, checklist. So we did flaps. Okay, I'm going to open this. Make sure fuel pump off. Looking good. And what we're going to do, I wanted to really do a full stop taxi back. Yep. I need to show you a short field takeoff.
Okay.
And we're going to do that. And after that,
why do your flaps need to go down?
Because you have to remove all. Yes. So if you have lift in the wings,
okay,
that the rubbers can't catch so much of the ground. So that's why.
Check 117, 3 mile final.
Makes sense? That's why you immediately flaps go 0 full count. Max brake.
And how max brake? You really press them?
I really press them.
Okay.
Now I'm not going to block the wheels.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I'm not blocking them, but I am pressing them properly.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to do right now, I'm kind of trying to incorporate that lesson you missed with Riley into this one. Okay. So that way we can combine them.
Thank you.
Okay. Because you should have been shown this part, but it's not a big deal.
There's no ABS, huh? If you jam the brakes, it'll skid.
Yes. Okay. No ABS, especially if it's wet or things like that. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
So you see, in my situation. Now, if I wouldn't have touched on the 1000 footer, it would have been long, I would have done a go around.
Okay.
Think about, especially in the place where you are flying, think about those really short runways, maybe on top of a peak or something. It's where you either put it down on point, and that way you have enough space to stop, or if you don't put it down on that point, you might fall off the cliff and that's it.
Sure.
That's what we are basically training right now. Sure. So you're either doing it or you're not doing it.
Okay. And you want to have a high approach, or you want to have a normal?
Yes, I do want to have, because that way I can keep a lower airspeed normally. Okay. And we're going to do another one back into Naples, okay?
Okay.
Immokalee ground, Air Center 76, taxiing to runway 9 via Charlie behind the Cessna, Immokalee.
Now, do you wait?
Immokalee traffic, Skyhawk 6 Mike Echo holding turn 9 for low approach traffic, Immokalee.
So let's do before takeoff checklist.
Okay. Fuel pump on, mixture rich.
Fuel pump on, mixture rich.
Traffic check 117, go and miss on the RNAV 27. Thanks a lot for the help, guys. Really appreciate it.
Departure clearance.
Who's the instructor in the career track? That was my previous company.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, that's why I was asking who's the instructor. I still know a bunch of people. Actually, some of them, they were at the wedding right now with me.
Ah, nice.
Including the manager there, you know.
Oh, cool.
My previous college, yeah. So, there we go. Before takeoff checklist is completed, yeah?
Yeah, just the door, yeah.
Traffic Skyhawk 6 Mike Echoes, taking off runway 9, staying in the pattern of Walkley.
What are you trying to do?
Just double checking the towers and stuff while I have time.
Okay, good. So what let me, forget about that. We have plenty of time in the air. I'm going to explain you what we're going to do here, okay? So we're going to do a short field takeoff, so we are limited. We can't do like we do usually with a runway. You can just roll and take off. So this time we're going to use everything we have. So we're going to use flaps 2.5 just to create more lift and lift off earlier. And we're going to pretend we have a tree or something which is at least 50 feet high. Okay. So it's going to be quite short distance, right? Yep. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the entire runway. We're going to line up and wait. We're going to apply brakes. We're going to hold the brakes, apply full power, and we're going to rotate at 51, and we're going to keep 52 until we reach at least 50 feet of airport elevation. This one is 40, so that's the airport elevation probably. Okay, they are in the air, and we are going to line up. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, lining up and waiting for runway 9, Immokalee. So, fuel pump is on, make sure it's full reach, okay. Airspeed, okay, carpet is off, good, we have all the power. So look at me. No more checklist, okay? We're gonna look outside, we wanna use the entire length, right? Yep. Okie doke. Okay, we are using everything we got. Yep. Full power. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, taking runway 9, staying the left traffic pattern for departure to the southwest. Okay. Engine instruments all in the green. Okay, stabilize, good. Let's go. Pushing the nose down a bit. We want to grab from the concrete, right? Okay. Pushing. Okay, we got to
40.
51. Rotate, and we're gonna keep that climb. 51, 52.
Traffic,
until we're gonna, there we go, 52. Are we cleared of the 50-foot obstacle at 90 only? Yep. Now we are cleared of it. Now we can pitch down a little bit to get some airspeed. A little bit of airspeed, not too crazy. We are 80 now, we are 100 feet above the runway right now. Okie doke. And now we are cleared of the 50-foot obstacle, now we can clear. So let's get some airspeed. We're still climbing, positive rate of climbing, bringing the flaps really, really slowly down. 70 something, over to...
Skyhawk 126 Mike Echo, turning left downwind for runway 9
and 79. And that's about it. Immokalee, traffic air center 76, upwind, runway 9. We're going to do a departure from the left downwind towards southwest. Immokalee. Okie doke. I'm just announcing my intention. I'm not doing anything else. Climbing at 79. 500 feet. There's plenty of space. We can start our turn.
So with that, you're not...
Immokalee, traffic air center 76, turning left crosswind 09, Immokalee. Yes, sir.
You're not too worried about the best rate of climb or the best angle of climb. This is just 50.
No, we need to clear the obstacle and that's it. Otherwise, we're going to hit the tree. That's how I'm seeing it, okay? Yep. Okay. 79, we are on the crosswind and we keep on climbing, yeah? Because we want to climb out of the traffic pattern. That's another way to get out of the traffic pattern. Just keep on climbing on a downwind above 1,000 feet. And Immokalee, traffic air center 76, turning left downwind, runway 9, and we're gonna depart the traffic pattern to the southwest, Immokalee. There we go. So now we are beaming on the downwind and we keep on climbing. You have controls, sir?
I have controls.
You have controls.
Traffic, Skyhawk 126 Mike Echo, turning left base for runway 9
We can keep on climbing.
Immokalee.
And we're gonna climb to, let's say, 2,500 feet, okay?
Okay, 2,500.
And whenever you feel like, hey, I'm 1,500 or 2,000 feet, I'm not gonna interfere with anybody who can do a teardrop or whatever. Or maybe you can just fly out a little bit on the downwind and then we can do a south west departure. And if you want to be even more accurate, and that's what we're going to focus right now, we're going to use the GPS to get back to Naples. What do you think about that? So
Sounds
that way
good.
we learn how to use the GPS as well, yeah?
Yep.
Let's take care of that message. Okay. That's done.
Immokalee traffic, Skyhawk 126 Mike Echo, turning final for runway 9 full stop Immokalee.
Message. There you go. Now we are also above 1,000 feet, so let's do after takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist, positive rate of climb, check, mixture, check, fuel pump off. Flaps are down.
Good.
And I'm still climbing, so I don't adjust the throttle, right?
No. There you go, looking good. Okay, now let's go to the nearest page and find Naples. Nearest airport, we're already there, yeah.
Can be 25
Come on,
miles.
keep on doing. Yeah, it can be.
Can be.
Yes, sir. There you go. You almost gave up on the. You see? Now you highlighted that. Now do direct enter, 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 enter twice.
Again?
There you go. That's it. And you see this? It's telling you actually have to try desired track. You have to fly 233 heading. So whatever you put the heading is perfect. Just turn towards that. Don't need to use the heading bug. Just turn the plane
To the purple.
to the purple arrow and follow the purple arrow. That way you're getting to Naples. And now when you're doing this, because you were asking about wind correction, yeah?
Yep.
It's actually it's giving us wind correction. So that's why the arrow, it doesn't gonna point straight up necessarily. Because of that, right? But we're gonna have that diamond. So you see the CDA needle is a little bit to the left. That means our plane is to the right of the track, correct? So now if we keep the diamond to the left of the arrow, we're gonna get closer to the track smoothly. And that's what we wanna do.
This purple line,
Yeah.
is that still from the
It's from the
VOR?
GPS which you just put it.
Okay, it's not from the VOR.
Exactly. It's not from the VOR. We are done with that.
Runway 9 to Bravo 2.
It automatically clears.
Yeah. You getting to 2,500?
Yep.
Pitch, power trim. And we can go fast. I don't care. Cool. So as long as you're keeping the CDA needle, you see that CDA needle is to the left. You have to turn towards it a little bit.
I'm missing you a little bit. What am I doing wrong?
The line.
Yes.
It's called CDA needle.
Yes.
Now it's to the left of us. So we want to turn
I understand.
towards it a little bit.
Okay.
And how do we know if we are turning towards it? Depends on the diamond. If the diamond is to the left of the tip of the arrow, then we're turning left.
I understand. And then when it lines up with the original line?
We're going to bring the diamond back on the tip of the arrow.
Traffic, Sky 126 Mike Echo, cleared over runway 9 Immokalee.
Tip of the arrow. And that's all you have to do. Now you just have to keep it there. And now you have the distance right here, also here. So we have 22.7 miles to go until Naples, right?
Right.
So why don't we get ready for that?
Okay, 128.5. Fine with it, let's drop. Okay.
755, extend to follow Cirrus traffic on a 1 mile final.
What? Who else are you gonna talk after?
Sending, looking for traffic.
After tower, who are you gonna talk to?
Ground. I'm
And who
looking
else is
for.
going
Ah, okay. Sorry.
121.6.
I hope for 1 Mike Echo, holding short of runway 23, ready for departure.
Number 41 Mike Echo, roger. And expect departure after the second arrival.
Copy that, thank you.
Up a little bit.
So yeah, 755, extend out and I'll call your base. I'm going to have a Cessna departure ahead of your arrival.
755, extend downwind.
Thank you.
I want to get the ATIS.
Yep.
Visual approaching, use sliding and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird and other wildlife on and in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution multiple cranes within the vicinity of Naples Airport at or below 239 feet AGL. Hazardous weather information for Southwest Florida available on flight service frequencies. No practice approaches with RSW. Use caution drone operations 1 mile northeast of Naples, 200 feet and below. Advise you have information for code. Number 1 Delta Bravo Roger, turn left on Bravo, contact ground point 6, wind over to the 200 hangar. Visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds 8,000, temperature 32, dew point 23, altimeter 3006. Visual approaching, use sliding and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird and other wildlife on and in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution multiple cranes within the vicinity of Naples Airport at or below 239 feet AGL. Hazardous weather information for Southwest Florida available on flight service frequencies. No practice approaches with RSW. Use caution drone operations 1 mile northeast of Naples, 200 feet and below. Advise you have information echo. Naples Tower information echo, time 1850 Zulu, wind 280 at 6, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds 8,000, temperature 32, dew point 23, altimeter 3006. Visual approaching, use sliding and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird and other wildlife on and in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution multiple.
0.
AGL. Hazardous weather information for Southwest Florida available on flight service frequencies. No practice.
Okay, doc.
Okay, information echo.
Yep.
3006.
Okay.
Runway 23.
Yep, the other one too. 3006.
300. Was.
Good. Runway 23.
Runway 23. So now this bit I'm a little bit confused at. It's a left.
By the plane.
She calls us whether it's left or right. She tells us right how to join.
Yeah.
Exactly. We don't plan a teardrop or anything. She just tell us.
Oh, you see the airport? Nope. Even though it's what? How many miles? 16 miles.
I see something big ahead.
That's actually runway 23 right in front of us.
Okay.
Now we don't want to do a straight in. Yeah. So we either go to the left or to the right of the airport, whatever you choose. That way we never go into a straight in. We might have fast jet on finals, okay?
Okay.
Maintain the altitude.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I was maintaining and then I took my mind off it.
Remember what happens when you're pitching up. RPM is decreasing.
Turn left on Bravo, contact ground point 6.
Your RPM is also decreasing, so that you won't be able to.
You too, great evening.
There you go. So now we made an executive decision to go a little bit to the south of the airport, yeah? Yep. So when we are going to approach it, instead of saying we're coming from the northeast, we're going to come maybe from east. So stay a little bit to the left of it, okay?
Okay.
Now you see by flying a little bit to the left,
yep,
we're actually getting away from that course.
Yep.
Now if we want to refresh that course,
yep,
what we would have to fly directly to the airport, we can always do another direct enter.
Royal 555, Naples Tower, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Royal 777.
Oh, you see how it refreshed it? Now we are all again center. Now we drew a new center line from our position, current position.
Okay.
Well, we're still gonna fly a little bit towards south. There we go. Okay.
We don't want to get in within this 10-mile thing just yet. We could want to.
Well,
Get
we
a
don't.
positioning teller, or?
Did you hear somebody just checked in on visual runway 23 and sounded like a jet?
Yeah.
We do not want to interfere them. You know, we don't want to be in front of them, holding them back. Because they can't stay lower as we can. That's why we want to be to the left or right of the approach course.
Yep.
Now let's say we want to fly parallel to the direct course. We can do another direct enter. There you go. Now we don't have to get back towards the airport necessarily, but we can pick up a visual reference point. So now we are parallel to it. And you see that community in front of us, or that white?
Big white thing over there?
There you go. So we can just fly towards that. That way we are staying away from the approach. And try to recognize some of these roads we are crossing. Never a bad idea to recognize where we are.
Okay. This has a nice dip in it. A nice corner.
Yeah, however, this road ends here, so that's a good way to recognize it. Okay. Another thing we can recognize is, you see that antenna there?
Yep, this is the big one, yep.
Yep, so that's another thing which is going to be on the sectional. These man-made lakes or for strip mines or whatever they are doing there, those are not actually on the maps, so you won't be able to recognize them all the time. However, what else do we know? On the sectional, past that antenna is going to be the I-75. I-75 is a highway. We use it. We use the toll booth as a visual reference point, correct?
Correct.
So we can plan to intercept that and fly it inbound. And I can actually see after the antenna, that road is going right there towards the airport. That's going to be I-75. Now, in the meantime, we reach 10 miles.
Yep.
And if you do another direct enter, we are 10 miles and we are coming east, northeast. So we can give them a call and tell them we are 10 miles east, northeast with information.
Echo.
There you go. Yeah. Full stop.
Naples Tower Air Center 76, 10 miles east. Are requesting full stop with information. Echo.
776 Naples Tower, roger. And you can make straight in approach runway 23, report 2 miles, Air Center 76.
Straight in approach, reporting 23, Air Center 76.
There you go. Yeah.
Straight in, yeah?
Yeah, there we go. So now we can intercept that final. Want me to teach you something?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the airport, right? We already have in the GPS, we have Naples Airport, yeah? So if we're going to do OBS, we can create like a rows around the destination. So hit OBS.
335, holding short to 235.
And we know runway 23 is in use. That's 230 magnetic.
Yep. At 335 Naples Tower, you can back taxi on runway 23 from Delta 5 to Bravo taxi, right turn on Bravo.
Of course.
All right, 335 back taxi on runway 23 to Bravo.
Hold.
And Royal Area 555 for Naples Aviation,
so
turn on Papa 2, contact ground point 6.
In the meantime, let's do our pre-descent checklist.
Ground point 6, 555.
So 335, those are two small aircraft, Pistons are just crossing midfield as well.
Engine.
335, we'll go behind them.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
Gyros set to runway, check. Altimeter, check. Radios set, lights set, seatbelts on. Checking the brakes.
We hear the engine revving up.
Yeah.
That means we are either descending or, yeah, there you go.
Okay, carb heat on. And leave it.
Okay, carb heat, not yet. So we are at 2,500 almost, right? And we are only 7 miles away.
It's a 55 right turn on Bravo,
Power
and then
out,
you can taxi
not
right
out,
to
but
Westjet via Bravo.
RPM.
And once that ground stop is lifted, then expect to be taxiing out. Just call ground right at that time, and they'll get the update for you.
Normally we
Roger that. We'll taxi to Westjet via Bravo, and we'll call prior to engine start on the next one.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Looking good. And we're going to intercept this CDA needle, which is moving now closer towards us, yeah?
Yep.
Smoothly, you can start the left turn, smooth. And she said report 2 miles final, yeah? We're going to report 2 miles final, 2-3.
And what do I just say, 2 miles final?
Yep.
Okay.
So you see that CDI needle is moving in. We are also moving in smoothly with it.
5 miles.
5 miles to go, that's correct, 1,500 feet. We want to be at 3 miles, we want to be at 1,000 feet at 90 knots. So if you want to slow down, pull back on the yoke, pull back on the power a bit. There you go. And now you got the CDI needle almost centered. You see just a little bit, we are just a little bit to the left of it, exactly like in real life. We are a little bit to the left of it. And now,
76 runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2, air center 76.
Runway 23. Okay, good. 1,200, good. We're gonna keep on descending. Now we can bring a little bit of power in because we want to be at 1,000 feet, 3 miles out. 3 miles out, you're just gonna configure your checklist, and we're gonna land. Okay?
Okay. So I don't usually do this carb heat, and I should do that?
Not necessarily. Okay.
Okay.
1,000 feet, 3 miles. Okay, let's do that. First thing is power, 1,800 RPM. Mixture, full reach, full pump on.
Yep.
Looking good. Boom. Flaps 10. There you go. That's gonna keep 85 knots, and we're gonna keep on descending. And look at us. We are 2 white, 2 red. We're looking really good. Well, we are 3 white, 1 red, but that's perfectly fine. We can be a little bit higher, and we're gonna do a short field landing together.
Okay.
We're gonna touch down on the numbers this time.
On the numbers?
This time. Okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna aim before that line. You see that piano keys, you got the numbers, you got the piano keys, then we have a line, and then we have a first arrow.
Yep.
That's where we are gonna aim for the first arrow.
Aim for the first arrow.
For the moment, we're gonna control our airspeed. There we go, 85, not the power, the airspeed.
Yep.
There we go. Now we are at 2 miles almost. It's okay to be a bit higher. Let's put flaps to 5. Good, pushing the nose down. We're slowing ourselves down. 75. Okay, and we are still a little bit high, so that's good. Let's do flaps 40. Good. Now we're slowing ourselves down. Take a little bit of power out, keep that power. There we go, just a tiny bit. There we go. And now we are going to control, just like in slow flight, we're going to control our airspeed with pitch. There we go. So we are aiming right now to touch down on the longer arrow. So you have the threshold, we got the numbers, we got the piano, the threshold with some chevrons on it, and then the first arrow before that.
Yep.
So airspeed is really good. We're going to control the airspeed with the
pitch.
So 65. You want to keep it between 63 and 65. 63 and 65. That's perfect. Keep it like that. Remember, after you touch down, the first thing you need to do is
pull it back.
Flaps down, and max
wheelie.
brake. No wheelie. It's a short field.
Short field. Brakes.
Yes.
Hard brakes.
Yes.
That's the opposite.
Okay. Add a little bit of power because you don't want to slow down too much. Just a tiny bit. That's it. Keep the nose down. There you go. All changes. There you go. Don't let the plane. You're in control. There you go. Take some power out. You see how now we're boosting a little bit. Take some power out. More power out. We are getting fast. There we go. We're going to pull back to slow down. Take all the power out.
All power out.
All the power out. So we are aiming for this arrow right here.
Yep.
Don't touch the flaps yet. Okay, first we're going to have to flare a little bit and touch down. Okay, max brake, flap 0. Max brake. Pull back on the yoke. Aerodynamic braking, and we're going to exit here at Alpha 4. That was great.
Air conditioning. Any task for permission, or I just exit?
Exit. I can tell them, Tower, do you want us to...
Tower, Lear 1932 kilos, joining a 5 mile final for runway 23.
What do I say?
Go down, stop, wait. Oh, okay, you can call them and say, do you want us to taxi with you, or should we call ground? Or just call ground. You know what, switch to ground.
Naples ground, air center 76 at Alpha 4, requesting taxi to air center.
76 Naples ground taxi Air Center via Alpha.
Via Alpha Air Center 76. Flaps are down.
Naples ground citation 826 Charlie Sierra.
Fuel pump off.
Station 826 Charlie Sierra, Naples ground, look for your clearance.
You did great.
I am, and I just heard something about a stop. Does that affect this aircraft?
826 Charlie Sierra, affirmative. Yeah, our Mookie DTAs right now are on a ground stop. There's an update for Mookie 2030Z.
That was fun.
Okay.
Was it?
You might as well not give it to me then. I'll call you back. Thank you.
Charlie Sierra, roger.
Okay, so I want you to have for your next lesson your foggers with you, okay?
Okay.
Because we're gonna need to use those.
Okay.
Power out, power out.
Ground, crypto 518.
There you go.
The 518 Naples ground.
I got about half of the conversation with the last transmission. Is there any delays getting out of here to Mookie?
Crypto 518, affirmative. Right now, yeah, there's a ground delay for the DTAs on Mookie. Just stand by. We have an update here in about half an hour. 2030 is the next update.
I don't want to push too much. You know me, I'm lazy.
Okay, so we're not going anywhere for 30 minutes.
Crypto 518, affirmative.
Okay, thank you.